Welcome along, everybody. We're back for bronze action. Then we are here then in sunny Zandvoort. or almost sunny. We are in qualifying already then, so we will run through the order as it stands in the Drivers' Championship. Then these are probably wrong because I had to do them manually myself last night. No, not last night, on Friday actually. But anyway, R2B I think leads the way then. Tom Huffy I think is in P2 and Jay Hings I think is in P3. Kaido P4 then. Marsky P5. Serious Mushroom then in P6 then with Groove Ninja P7. Irvine in a P8 then. Housie in P9 then after a fantastic podium last week as when Mr. Elite then rounds off the top 10. I have to hurry because we're in qualifying already. There are the constructor standings as well then. Fantastic stuff indeed. Pause that and come back to it if you want to watch it. Welcome along then. We are here in the sunny, well not so sunny Zandvoort at the moment. I need to turn the game audio on as well then. And hopefully we can hear everything nicely enough indeed. Good luck Bronze from Kiki then. Hope you have paid your electric bill, Alex, says Ginger Agent. I have. Well, I think I have. So hopefully no electronics issues for me. And there we go. We can get on with it. Or electrical issues, I should say. Right. I'll get the stream up. Can't get the stream up now. Good stuff. I blame ALR's production crew then. Yes, we need to invest in a much bigger and better production crew, don't we, as well then, as we go through the order then to set ourselves underway then for qualifying. Gonna rain, says Mushroom as well then. Daniel Shawi, biggest talent then as well as from Richard, and R2 Beat says good luck all then. R2 Beat I think is he's back in the car, but he's suffering then, is R2 Beat with an illness at least as far as I know, but hopefully he'll be alright then as the race goes on then. Ginger Age, the ALR production deserves a sacking then, it says KD then. Fav's got his whip out, says Ginger Age. Goodness me, what else has Fav got out? Is what I want to know. But there we go then, as we head through then into the qualifying then for Zandvoort then, round 11 then of season 11 as well then. Goodness me, that is easy to remember at least then for one round. Farf is still banned from the safety car then, says KD then. I think Farf's banned from a lot of things. Unfortunately though, Farf did very well last night in silver, didn't he? So yeah, it's the well, we'll have to say something nice about him every now and then, like maybe once or twice a year will be enough then. Oh dear, as Tom Huffy then has gone for a spin heading through the penultimate corner there, that Alpine then touching the back end, touching the curb with the back end, goodness me, and has gone for a bit of a spin there then. Thankfully kept it out of the wall, but he's going to have to abandon that lap time, and coming back to the pits then is Tom Huffy then, unfortunately then. Shatters then will set the first time on the board, a 10.1 to set ourselves underway then. Marsky with a 10.3 puts himself P2. Fantastic stuff indeed then. Groove Ninja then is coming round the final corner then. Let's see what the Groove can do then. Groove Ninja's gone fastest with a 9.5 then in the Alpine then. Great stuff indeed then from Groove Ninja then, looking strong then as well then. Liam with a 10.4 puts himself just behind Marsky then on to, or into P4 then, but I Have No Grip, who is a debut tonight then, is going to be racing the McLaren then for Rosa Sky, or Irvine actually, because there's two reserves in the McLaren tonight, as he's done a 9.3 then. Only what's that, as Kydell's gone even faster, sorry, then it's a 9.1 from Kydell then. Goodness me, I can't keep up. Reaper's done a 9.8, puts himself P5 now because R2 Beat has displaced him into row 2 with a 9.6. And I can't keep up with these times then. 10.0 from Daniel has put him down to P7 as San has improved then. It's an all Mercedes row 3 then as it stands with a 9.9 from San. Good stuff indeed. Very quick times indeed then. 10.7 for Real Ashton then. He has got himself a time on the board. Goodness me, what was that then? That is a block and a half then from whoever that Haas driver was. Jay Hings has got a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Liam then, and that was Liam I think getting in the way then of Jay Hings, who was on a flying lap as well here then, and not sure what's gone on there then, to be honest, but goodness me then, hopefully they can sort themselves out then for the next part of qualifying then. Jay Hings is not going to be very happy with that then. That grid place penalty is going to cost him at least 5 places, of course, because well, it depends where he qualifies then, and if he does get a time on the board, but yeah, Jay Hings not happy with that. And then Dan's had an issue somewhere because he's going slowly through there. Real Ashton back into the pit lane. Marsky is coming through into sector 2. Is there anybody further along? No. I think Daniel coming back to the pit lane, as is San. Then it's a very short track, and you need to make sure you get out of the way of cars coming through then. And here comes one car coming through. It's R2 Beat. but I think he is going for another lap then, so we'll come back to him. Marsky then, where is Marsky? He's going through into Sector 3, and there is another car there. That's a Haas car again then. Goodness me, the Haas cars do not want to get out of the way tonight then. They are just getting in the way of everybody, it seems, as we go around this opening part of qualifying. That you need to make sure you keep your eyes open then in qualifying. Also shocking block from the Haas then. Marsky then does improve by 36,000 of a second, but he stays P9 then. He might have been a bit unsighted by that Haas car as well then. That was Taz then, who is stepping in then to the Haas for tonight as well. Let's see what he can do then, as he seems to be having a few technical difficulties, let's just say that then. Oh God, not more. Real Ashton's retired then. He's in the pit lane. He's going to be P11 at best then, as an Alpine that's gone off, and that's Tom Huffy then. Tom Huffy struggling then in this opening stages of qualifying then for the Alpine driver there. Taz then is yeah, that's not great either then, is it, to be honest, as unfortunately we've got some teleportation going on. Then we've had Mushroom jump up to P7 with a 10.0. He snuck through them. I didn't even know he was on track then, but he's done himself a good job then with a P7 as it stands. Looking strong then indeed. Dan Dan's done a 14.8 then. That's not representative of his time there. Can he improve then on this lap then, coming to the line then for the Aston Martin outfit? Where is it going to be then? It's a 10.3. He finds 4 seconds. He puts himself P12. Just ahead of Liam as it stands as well now. Tom Huffy once again back into the pit lane, unfortunately abandoning that time then. Taz, I'm not sure if that's going to be he has done that. I couldn't tell. Right, yeah, okay. There we go. Vintage is on track as well then, the true Geordie himself then. Let's see what his first time is going to say then on the timing sheets. And he's coming back to the pit lane, never mind, ignore me. Housie has put himself ahead of Shadows then, of course, in the racing balls then. Is Housie then. He is switched from the Williams last night and did a good job there as well. They're looking forward to seeing if he can repeat the feat then, as Dan I think is coming back to the pit lane actually. Then he's going to have to abandon that time, and Jay Hings is back out on circuit, but I'm sure he is going to be a bit unhappy with that penalty there as well. I said, as I say almost every week, behave yourselves, says KD. I fainted and Five was first on the scene, says Ginger Asian. And Farf is very good with mouth to mouth, yeah. And Emerson says he's speaking from experience. There we are then. Good stuff indeed. We've got both Kick Saubers out on circuit then. Let's see where they can go then on their first attempts then, although Jay Hings did have a first attempt that was slightly blocked, to say the least. But there we go then. Heading down towards Sector 3 then is Wab Stappen then. Let's see what he can do then on his first outing here tonight then. And he's being caught quite quickly by his teammate through here then, so maybe there'll be a distant tow for Jay Hings along the main straight from his teammate as well then, as we head round that final corner then, making sure you avoid that exit curb because that can throw you off and put you in a wall. As here comes Wab Stappen then to the line. What's it going to be then for the Kick Sauber driver? It's P17. Jay Hings then goes up to P6 and with a 9.8 then. Of course, Jay Hings has got that as Taz has left the session, then I think that's probably safest for everybody else out there as well then. But yes, so Jay Hings is going to be a bit untoward with that incident, I think, in qualifying there. But he's got onto a third row of the grid then, or not so much anymore then, unfortunately, because Daniel has improved to a 9.5 and puts himself into P4. So there we go. We've got San coming through into Sector 3. And let's see what San is up to then in the McCrady's. Rounding that final corner now then. He's gone a bit wide over the curb, but thankfully not enough to unsettle the car. Then as we head round that final corner, then let's see where San can go. Then can he improve on P8 currently? Then it's going to be P6 ahead of his teammate. He finds 0.3 of a second then to get himself back on the third row of the grid. Evening, Nosy. I hope you sleep well from last night. No, I had nightmares and night terrors and all sorts of night things. Kydale's gone fastest with a 9.1 then, and puts himself then, or cements himself on pole position, I should say. Looking strong indeed then. I'm very sorry to Styles then yesterday. It was disgraceful. Styles then. Did you report him? Says Ginger Agent. Thankfully the reporting is closed now, so I'm safe. But I did, I think the very first thing I did was send a voice message to Styles to apologise. And yes, I will be making up for my untoward activities throughout the rest of the season. I have promised him as well. So there we go then. Heading into Sector 3 then is the Reaper then, of course, first podium then of his league racing. Is that rain? I think it might be rain. No, maybe it's just me. Anyway, coming out of the final corner then is Reaper then after his first podium of the season, but he is slowed then to abandon the time, unfortunately, there. And coming back into the pit lane, he's P8 then as it stands then as we go through then. Admin was murdered then and was the murderer last night then. I was the murderer. I'm pretty sure it was me. So there we go. R2 Beat then back out on track then, currently P6 then. Let's see if there's anybody else further along their laps as well. Then where is R2 Beat's teammate? It is this man here, Marvsky, and I'm pretty sure it's raining. Jay Hings are retired. Unfortunately for Jay Hings. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's raining. It definitely is raining there as well. Then Groove Ninja's retired as well. Then so we're having the same situation as we had yesterday. Then where we had rain halfway through qualifying, and it is costing drivers then their positions in this qualifying attempt. Then his Mushroom's back in the pit lane. Daniel's retired. Then Mr. Elite is still on a lap. Then he's currently P10. Who else is on a lap? Then Tom Huffy's improved. Sorry, to P2, I should say. Goodness me, I missed it then. But Tom Huffy then not looking like he's going to be able to get on pole position then. Here in Zandvoort then is Kai Dell then leading the way with a fantastic lap time as it stands then, but of course as a few drivers then are not able to go that way on the graphic anymore. As a few drivers then are still looking to set a time on the board. Housy's retired then, they're all retiring then. I think this is it for qualifying then, so we're going to have a nice early finish then and start off the race early as well then. Don't forget then that formation lap is off as well then. Don't forget that as well in the comment section or in the Discord, wherever you are then, because we don't want to see the issues that we have been having, I should say, then with the ghosting on the first lap and all the carnage that goes with that as well. So there we go then. Heading into the final corner then. Is Marvsky going to go for it then again? No, he's coming back to the pit lane. So I think that is qualifying done and dusted then. Nobody out on track then. 8 minutes or 6 minutes still to go then. It was, yes, exactly then. Smithy didn't deserve that happen to him. The other great qualifying as well. Then, no, I apologise for murdering you, says murdering me, says Styles. Then, yes, I did. And Tom Huffy is not on pole, then, says KD. Well, no, we've got a new challenger then. That is Kai Dell then, of course. Well, as it stands, unless anybody can go out on the intermediates and beat a 109.1. But there we go then. First time in 7 races, the Huff not on pole then. And there we go. So that's that. Kaidel has retired from the qualifying, as has I Have No Grip, as has R2 Beat then. So that is well, that is qualifying done and dusted, I think, here then. So we are going to be sorted, it looks like, for the for that then. And yes, we'll have to just chat amongst ourselves for a few minutes then, as the drivers then retiring to finish off the session then as well. Right, well, whilst we're doing that then, I will have a quick look once again then at the championship standings, shall I? No, I can't do that. Why can't I do that? There we go. Well, here we are then. Let's put this one in the background as well then, so we can see what's going on. Right then, so yes, R2 Beat leads the way then with 13 points the gap then to Tom Huffy then, and they are going to be challenging at the top of the field then to start off this Grand Prix. Then Jay Hings then is a few points further back then, but of course has got that 5-place grid penalty as well, which would put him, I think, P14 roughly, and he is not going to be very happy with that then, I think, in this at the end of this race, and hopefully he can make his way back through then in the Grand Prix itself. Kaidel P4 then, he has got well, he's got pole position as it stands, but he's looking quite comfortable indeed as well then, is Kaidel in this qualifying outfit. Of course, we'll have to wait and see. Yes, there we go then. And right then, and Marsky then is P5 then. Marsky then not having a good qualifying, unfortunately, then P15 then as it stands then, but looking to improve then in the race itself then. Mushroom P11 in qualifying is P6 in the standings as well. Then Groove Ninja is in P4 then for qualifying. He is currently in P7. Then we've got Irvine, who's not racing tonight, unfortunately. Then Housey in P9 in the driver standings, is P12 in qualifying as well. Then Mr. Elite then in the top 10. Then he is P10 in drivers and qualifying standings as well. Fantastic stuff indeed. As there we go. Then that is that then for this race. Then Marsky's going back out there, so good stuff indeed as well. We've got more track action then with Marsky then. Constructors then, we ran through this very briefly, but there we go. Then Red Bull lead the way then by 23 points then, with Ferrari making up the top top three then in the shape of Kydell and Mushroom themselves. Kicks over then in P4 with McLaren in P5. Then we've got the Racing Bulls P6, Mercedes then in P7, Aston Martin in P8, then with Williams and Haas then at the back of the field for now. And there we go, we've got some track action then with 2 minutes left to go in qualifying. So there we go then, normal formal protest. It rained on my second run then, we need to ban that then. And Mushroom needs a permanent sun cloud, that's not really a thing, is it? Permanent sun patch over his car then as we go through then. Marvsky wants some camera time, says Kydell then in the Discord then. So Marvsky then is looking to, as DRS has been disabled, so I think trying to find some improvement on your lap time then around here now will be quite difficult indeed. But there we go, as we go through then into the last couple of minutes of qualifying then. Who's the host then? Tads needs an invite then. Well, I'm not the host, so go away. Mushroom needs to check the weather then, and Sean needs to check his doors locked as well then. Goodness me, big threats coming in from Mushroom there. His first to run, he spun into the gravel then. And my back door isn't, says Ginger Rage. Goodness me. So Ginger Rage's back door is wide open then if anybody wants to jump in there. Right, 1 minute and 30 seconds left of the qualifying session to go then, and we can get ourselves underway for the race. That's your balcony, says Mushroom then as well. Good stuff indeed. And yes, we'll have a nice oh goodness me, I thought it was going to be going for a spin there. Marsky really held it quite well. Let's see if he's going to improve. He's retired, never mind. So we've just got San and Taz then to sort themselves out, and then we can crack on then. We've only got a minute or so to go anyway, so it won't be long before the race is underway, and we can crack on then with 36 laps of racing action then. Formation lap is off, if you didn't know, and that's a reminder then. That's your second reminder tonight then as well, that formation lap is off. So finally, I'm doing fantastic there. We've got 53 seconds then of just observing the rain then in the pit lane, and then we can crack on then as well. Then we'll be looking forward to getting this started hopefully at some point tonight. And yes, there we go then. There we are, that's it. There we go, good stuff indeed. Marsky is going for pole, says Mr. Elite then, and there we are, that's that. So good stuff. Right, we got general chat, there we go. I'm just going to clear all the notifications whilst I'm here. And yes, well there we go, we are ready to get started then here in ready to get started I should say here in Zandvoort then. Looking forward to seeing this one unfold. It's going to be a tight and twistical circuit. That's not a very good word. Technical circuit. Jeff said the rain was going to stop then, so I hoped I could sneak a few positions, but Jeff lied, said Marvsky then. That's why he was out back on track. And there we are then, qualifying done and dusted here in Zandvoort. And there we go then, Kydell then pole position then, first pole position I think of the season for Kydell then. He's been there or thereabouts then. Tom Huffy then unfortunately not getting the top spot then in this qualifying session then, but on the front row of the grid then, looking to get a good start then. I Have No Grip then is in P3 then on his ALR debut then with his teammate McLaren Daniel then in P5 then. Groove Ninja splits the pair and he is in P4 then. R2 Beat P6 then. San in P7. Reaper then in P8 then. Jay Hings has got a penalty unfortunately then, so he will drop down the order then, but he is in P9 technically. Mr. Elite in P10 then. Mushroom in P11 then with both the Racing Bulls right behind as well then. I need to see and there we go then. Right, hopefully we can get started. Of course, take your time, load your setups, and get ready for the race, because there's no formation lap then tonight. Then we are going to go straight into the action, I hope, unless Kiki turned the formation lap back on. I don't know. Balcony then is a little something. A gush of wind blew it away then, says Ginger Age, and goodness me. And you're going to miss Zandvoort, Alex, when it leaves the calendar then. I am. I am for league racing anyway, because I like it. And unfortunately yesterday I didn't like it, but I usually like it. So yes, there we go. We are just about to get underway then. It's a bit overcast tonight then here in Zandvoort, but it looks like it's a dry start to the race at least. We'll wait and see then what happens in the Grand Prix itself then. But yes, I do like Zandvoort. Maybe well, again, on the old on the old gen F1 games, no F1 era, which obviously has only just finished. I didn't think it was that good for racing, obviously, because the car was so much bigger and it took so much effort to try and overtake, and it is a bit of a difficult track to overtake on. But potentially with the new regulations, potentially it might be more interesting. We'll wait and see then. And yeah, you never know, they might decide not to swap it or get rid of it or whatever it is, and because it's such a good race. Yeah, we'll wait and see. Here we go then. 5 red lights are coming on here in Zandvoort, and away we go then for the Dutch Grand Prix. It's a good start there then from the Alpine machines then. I'm just getting me tower on then. There we go then, as I need to go and sort myself out then. Position changes, please. No, we want that one on. We don't want that one. There we go. We've all got all sorts of chopping and changing then. I think a few then just didn't realise the formation lap was off. But they were given good warning. Then there is still some ghosting going on though. Oh, goodness me. Then please don't do this. I think there's some issues still. What's going on? Oh no, it's the tower then. It's the tower that's not sorted itself out, that's why. Oh god, there's a problem in the background. That's a Haas off the circuit then straight away. Then it's Skyflock then. That's Sean's favourite corner. Yes, it was just the tower sorting itself out. Then goodness me, there's an Alpine then, and that's Groove Ninja, I think, trying to dodge his way back through then. I think a few drivers then having an issue, or two, let's just say that. Then there's Taz has had another issue. In Sector 2 then, that Haas is not having a good time unfortunately out there then. Archie Beats gained 2 places then off the start then. Of course we did give a warning formation that was off then. Next season 22 drivers in bronze in, says Styles then as well then. And well actually there were 22 drivers in all divisions I think, weren't there? If my maths is correct, but there we go then, never mind, it usually isn't. As we head into lap 2 then, Serious Mushrooms gained 2 places there as well then. Jay Hings has held on station, then Dan and Housey are fighting then. I think Housey was caught out then as well by the no formation lap then, but unfortunately we can't do much about it now because we told everybody before the start. Oh, Reaper's had an issue, he's off at turn 4, and he's got wing damage there I think then to the Mercedes as well then, unfortunately there, so it's a big shame indeed. After his first podium then of his league racing career, then he's now having to struggle here in Zandvoort then in the opening laps. Then we'll wait and see if he can make his way back through then, but unfortunately without wing damage it's going to be very difficult, especially through here in Sector 2. Vintage up 2 places as well then. We've got Taz then, who's still back, he's back underway then, but he's struggling unfortunately there with the Haas car then. Wab Stappen has lost out a place then as well. Then Housey and Reaper then have not had a good start then in this opening stage. Then Groove Ninja's lost 3 places as well, and everyone else has either held station or gained a spot or 2. Oh dear, what's happened to Vintage then? Vintage going slow then. There's a yellow flag. It's a yellow flag. It's for Kydell. Then the pole sitter has had an issue then at the final corner there, and he's trying to get himself back underway. And that's very dangerous indeed. He's down to P12, then he might be down to P13 because Jay Hings has got the momentum into turn 1. And takes the place then, but Kydell then he's got damage as well then. Goodness me, then Kydell from pole position, then it's fallen away then at that final corner then on lap 2. Then goodness me, Kydell is going to be, oh god, oh, Jesus Christ. And Dan is very keen, and I think Dan might have some, no, he seems to be alright then on the front wing there, but he might have been a bit perturbed by that situation there. That car was not going very quickly then, was Kydell, because of the damage there as well then, but he's just trying his best. Then Groove Ninja has lost out 2 spots there as well then to Mr. Elite and Serious Mushrooms. Up to P6 now, it's Mushroom, he's storming on. We've got more moving and shaking going on there as well then. Real Ashton, Jay Hings, and he's now stuck, no, he's just passed his teammate as Jay Hings, then he's on the hard compound tyres. Will switch over to the tyres in just a jiffy. Then there's Groove Ninja and Mr. Elite are battling through into Sector 2, and Groove Ninja has to concede the position there then. Let's have a look at tyres because, oh goodness me, that was a frantic start indeed, wasn't it? And heading through, God, Mr. Elite almost losing the car. Then I Have No Grip and Tom Huffy then have battled for the lead. Then the McLaren takes the lead onto lap 4. Wow, goodness me. And there we are then. Dan has passed Kydell. Then Kydell has got wing damage then, but he's just trying to carry on here. Then that's going to be problematic through there. Goodness me. Somehow they go through, then they're still side by side. There's contact between the two of them there. Then Dan has forced him off then, and Kaido has lost more places then, unfortunately. I'm not sure why Kaido hasn't made a pit stop, because I don't think he's got any end plates on that Ferrari at all there. And I think it'd probably be a bit wise to make a pit stop then as well. Right then, as we go through, then we've got hard compound tyres for for a split across the field. Then I think we've got half and half almost. Then most on the medium compound tyres at the top of the order then as it stands. But Mushroom the highest of the hard compound runners then. So we'll see how long those hard compound tyres can hold on for as well. Then as we go through, then yes, then says Ginger Agent, or 2013 should have had Retro League, says Ginger Agent. Knowlesy had a bad night yesterday because Chelsea lost with 3-0, 8-2 overall. Yeah, I'd hate to be a Chelsea fan. We've got more yellow flags, and I'm not sure who for. And there's R2 beat then is up into the podium places. Then we've got another problem for somebody somewhere though, but I missed it because I was reading the comment section out. Kaido is still not pitted, so he's carrying on. Dan and Housie having a battle through turn one, then into Tarzan then, and Dan sneaks through then on the medium compound tyres. They'll probably be slightly better than as a race tyre than at the moment, but of course we do expect them to drop off quite quickly indeed, especially with the heavy fuel loads as Marsky and Liam going through Skyflock then, and Liam goes round the outside, and he takes the place then as well. Then fantastic stuff indeed. Great battling as well then, and fair play indeed. Something that I could never do. Sorry, Styles. But there we go. So we head through into lap 5 then. I have no grip then, and Tom Huffy then R2 beat then in P3, then Daniel in P4. San then has been dropped by the top 4 as it stands. Then Mushroom then is in a good spot on those hard compound tyres, but he's being chased by Mr. Elite and Groove Ninja also on the hard compound tyres as well. Then heading through the final corner then on to lap 6, and Mushroom has passed San. The San's had an issue somewhere then. San is coming into the pits very slowly there. It's a very slow crawl then from the Mercedes then to get himself into the box. And is there some sort of issue down at Mercedes, or is it just San trying to be very cautious on the pit entry? Then is there a wing change? It's a wing change. He's had a problem at the final corner then, I think, and San then into the box then, and he'll be back underway. But unfortunately that has cost him a bit of time. Then Reaper has passed Housie then as we go through into the bank turn then, and he's just about stayed ahead then, and Housie and Reaper then, of course, podium sitters last week, are looking to try and get themselves back in contention there as well. And now chasing after Dan then, and I think we've seen the switch already then, because even with wing damage in for the Mercedes, and he is already catching up and all over the back end of the Aston Martin on the medium compound tyres. So the mediums then, I think, are not favourable anymore. Let's just put it that way as well then, as I played, speaking of the PL then, I hope Spurs get relegated, says KD then. That would be hilarious, and as a Chelsea fan I couldn't agree more, but there we go then. We'll probably get relegated next season, so there we are then now. Fantastic. So I only have 2010 to 2012 on my Xbox 360 then. What a console that one is, Xbox 360s. R2 beat and is challenging Huffy then through Tarzan corner, and he's taken P2 away from his championship challenger as well then, so that's going to be very interesting indeed then to see how that fight develops. Then Reaper has passed Dan with the Edison DRS then into Tarzan corner as well then, but Dan's gone onto the back of him, but thankfully they've sorted themselves out. They could start redeeming. Alright then, so the championship leader has passed Tom Huffy then. Is Tom Huffy struggling on those tyres already then in lap 7 then, goodness me. And Daniel's caught up as well. There's a bit of a gap being created there for the McLaren in the lead of the Grand Prix, I should say, goodness me. And there we go then. Shadows then holding on then to the hard runners as well. And that's going to be very helpful indeed then for his race then in the long term as well. Then Liam is now trying to scamper after Shadows as well, and then join up to the queue then for Mushroom in P5. And of course Mushroom then on the hard compound tyres is looking to go longer than the top 4 ahead, and could inherit the lead of the Grand Prix when they do start to make their pit stops as well. Then R2 beat, then can he hold on to P2, then can he chase after the McLaren of I have no grip? And as we head on to lap 3, then he is closing in then along this main straight then, but here comes Tom Huffy then on a charge. Then can he get himself back through? Goodness me, diving down the inside And, well, I think R2B's going to reclaim the position then. Yes, he is just about then, but that was dangerous stuff indeed. And now Daniel's trying to sneak through then down the inside here, but it's not a door to open, not a door that's opening then. Unfortunately, it's going to close on the McLaren, and he stays behind for now. But getting heated then with the with the championship challenges for sure, isn't it? Then if you go through lap 8, then those medium compound tyres I think are probably going to be at their breaking point at this point of the race as well. Then Shadows then has not been able to hold on then to those ahead on the hard compound tyres, and now we might see Liam start to catch up here as well. Reaper then has got himself past Dan. He's now chasing after Marsky for the top 10 positions. Reaper's got that end plate damage, but doesn't seem to be phased by it at all, which is fantastic stuff indeed. Slot sucks, says KD then. Well, there we go. That's the first comment to read out after you've not looked at the comments for a while. But yes, I was very disappointed, Styles, then about the result and about my racing yesterday. It was very terrible. Maybe I was taking out the anger then as well. Then Jay Hings and Wab Stappen have had a switcheroo there. Then has Jay Hings had a problem? Then it seems to be all right. Then he seems to be all right. Then Tom Huffy is into the pit lane from P3. And he's calling it a day. The end of lap 8, then on to lap 9. It's an early stop then for the championship challenger. Then it's going to be hard compound tyres going on. There's going to be a lot of cars that are going to be bunching up and then causing a bit of a problem. Then there's Wabstappen then slamming on the brakes into the pit lane. Tom Huffy will come out. Oh God, we've got a problem then. That's Housey then at turn 1 then. What's happened to Housey? At turn 1 then, I think he was battling with Reaper, wasn't he then? I'm not sure. But Tom Huffy has come out in P15. Then Housey then has got himself back underway. Then he's not got any damage there, but he has lost some time, it looks like then. Wab Stappen out of the pit lane in P19. Fresh hard compound tyres and back underway. Then Tom Huffy has passed Real Ashton into Skyflock now as well, then up into P14. And there's still damage for Kydell then. Kydell is just soldiering on with that damage, it looks like. Jay Hings is now caught up to him as well then, and Jay Hings I think will make it an easy task to get past that Ferrari as well, and that stricken Ferrari as well, who's struggling then on those tyres as we go through then into lap 9 soon. I have no grip carries on then. R2 then is peeling into the pits, as is Daniel as well then, so they're calling it a day. Oh, it's a late stop. He's got a 10-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane, has Daniel as well then, as we go through onto lap 10. Then goodness me, that was a very, very fast stop indeed, but not too fast I should say, for the pit limiter then as well. Then R2 then out of the pit lane. Where will he be then in contention with his championship rival? Then he's going to be he's beyond an undercut as Tom Huffy. Then he's up into P11 then, just ahead of R2 as we round the Tarzan corner. Where will R2 come out then compared to his challengers? Then he's ahead of Housey just about then. Daniel's come out then in P. We've got a yellow flag. It's for an Aston Martin. It's Dan at the top of the hill then. Unfortunately, he's gone for a spin at the top of the hill as well then, and those medium compound tyres I think have given up then for the Aston Martin driver. Then Vintage is cruising up to the distance in the background, I should say. But yes, more damage then. There's damage into Dan's car then as we go through into sector 2, and Vintage is going to swoop through then with his front wing intact then at this stage. And we've got more problems then. Jay Hings off the circuit again then, unfortunately for Jay Hings. What is going on here then as we go through then into sector 2, and that McLaren then of Daniel, who has pitted. He has pitted. Goodness me, what is going on there? And they're both coming together then, and Daniel's trying to sneak through round the outside. Goodness me then, and now into the next corner as well. Then they're still side by side. No, Jay Hings has conceded the place then. Oh my God, I can't keep up with all of this. It's just terrifying. And as Daniel then on the fresher tyres as well, then he's going to go through. Then Marsky's in the pits then as well. Then Tom Huffy sets the fastest lap of the race then. Groove Ninja into the pits as well. Then R2 then where is R2 in terms of the distance behind? He's 2.5 seconds behind Huffy. Then that undercut working very nicely indeed for the Alpine driver. Jay Hings into the pits as well. Then Dan also in the pit lane as well. He's going to have to sort out that front wing damage for sure. Goodness me, I can't keep up with all of this. Mushroom then is up into P2. I have no grip. He's going to soldier on those medium compound tyres. Then he's got a bit of a gap now as it stands. Maybe he can eke out a few more laps then without the pressure then, and potentially try and eke this one stop out as well. Then Mushroom then holding on to P2 then with Mr. Elite then right behind him as well. Then Shadows has also stayed out on medium compound tyres. Then he's now being chased by Liam as we head through then into lap 11. Will we see some more stops there as well? And yes, needs to be sacked then. Only reason he won the Prem last season is he inherited sloppy team. Yes, we did then. Yes, he did, sorry, indeed. But there we go then. Into the pits comes the race leader then. He is calling it a day then on the medium compound tyres. It's a new set of boots then. Mushroom takes the lead of the Grand Prix then. Red flag it now. But there we go then. Into the pits comes Shadows as well. And he's done 11 laps, sorry, on those medium compound tyres as well then. He's going to lose quite a few places though, I think, with the undercuts then for a few drivers out there then as we go through. Then Daniel sets the fastest lap of the race, then R2 beat then. Is he going to be ahead then of the McLaren? It's going to be very close through here. Then he is snuck ahead and up into P6 then. Tom Huffy is now caught up to Reaper. Then, of course, Reaper is doing a great job on that with that front wing damage. Then Kydell sets the fastest lap of the race, but he is recovering in this race. And unfortunately, after that spin, then he's gone for another set of medium compound tyres and a new front wing then on that Ferrari car. Then away he goes. Groove Ninja has passed Real Ashton then for P10. Then Groove Ninja's on medium compound tyres as well then. So we'll wait and see then how the strategy is going to unfold out here then. But it seems like a few drivers opting for the medium strategy to start off this race. And Mr. Elite then is still in contention then with Serious Mushroom. Then they've got a 3-second gap then back to Liam, who's up into the podium places now. Then Daniel has passed Housie then, has he? Yes, I think he has. As we go into sector 3, we're flying through here as well then, of course. Right then, that's going to be close. Around the outside of the final corner then, Tom Huffy makes the move then, and Reaper then I think has left him a wide berth then. Mr. Elite's into the pit lane from P2 then. He's calling it down the hard compound tyres. Medium's going on to the Aston Martin and away he goes. Still a few yet to stop in this race, which is going to be interesting indeed then. Where is Mr. Elite going to filter out then? He might be just ahead then of Real Ashton then as we come out of the pit lane here. And yes, he's going to be filtering out back in P10 then where he started, of course. Kydell sets the fastest lap of the race again then. So Kydell is on a mission here then, of course. The pole sitter then looking to recover in this race, but he's setting some speed, setting some pace right now then, I should say. Goodness me. Right then. Our former race leader is down to a net, where is that? A net P3 as it stands, but of course he's got younger tyres than the two who have pitted ahead of him then. R2B is caught up to Reaper as well, then Tom Huffy is catching up now then to Liam as well. As Groove Ninja has been passed by Mr. Elite then, who's on slightly fresher tyres and just come out of the pit lane as the Aston Martin, but he's on a charge and he has got himself up into P9. But Groove Ninja and Mr. Elite might be working together then in this race then to try and make up a few more spots as we go through then this next stint. Then R2B has got DRS then on the Mercedes as we round that final corner then. Is he coming into the pit lane? He is coming into the pit lane now then. Reaper's got a 3-second penalty then. I'm not sure about that. Mushroom's also yes, Reaper then, if you get your race director for that one, because that seemed like a bit of a unfair call then as well. There's no wing change going on for Reaper. He is going to carry on then with that damage, and the hard compound tyres going on again. So he has done double hards as it stands, I believe. Then as we come out of the pit lane, it's going to be close indeed on the exit then, with Kydell and Marsky then rounding that final corner. Then Marsky holds on to P14, then Real Ashton and San have switched places here. San up into P12. Oh, right then. Mushroom's pit as well. Then he's on medium compound tyres. He's in P9. But of course, he's now on the freshest rubber. Then we've got a problem. Then Tom Huffy's gone for a spin there as well. Then and that's gone. He's let his championship leader, of R2B go through. Then and I have no grip. Then goodness me, I'm just going to call him Grip. There we go then. So we head through into lap 14. I'm not sure what happened to Huffy there. Then he went for a spin. Oh God! Then he's having some issues then for sure. Then down at Alpine, then he's lost out then to the 1-second window as well. Then hopefully it's not a technical issue. Then he did say he had a technical issue. I think in where was it, in Austria? Didn't he? There, Liam's into the pit lane. He is calling it a day then, but a good stint then from Liam on the hard compound tyres. R2B takes the lead as we head on to lap 15. Liam into the pit lane. Housie then up into P5. Sorry, he has yet to pit then as Housie then, but he's doing a strong race here as Housie then. Mr. Elite up into P6 now, then Mushroom P7, Shadows then inherits P8, then Wab Stappen up to P9 then with an earlier stop then on the hard compound tyres. Can this be a good strategy then for Kick Sauber? Sand then hard compound tyres in P10, then Liam comes out of the pits in P11 just ahead of Kydell, the former pole sitter. And Real Ashton and Groove Ninja are back in the pit lane as well. Then I thought, did Groove Ninja have to make an unscheduled stop there? Then I think he might have done then, unfortunately for Groove Ninja. Then it's not going his way then as it stands then. Round in the final corner, then the first corner. Then Dan sneaks through. Then he's on older hard compound tyres. Then as Real Ashton then is on a fresh set of rubber now as well. Then Jay Hings is back underway. Then I think after the torrid start to this race, then he's got his head down then and back underway, back into the points paying positions at least already. Then in this race, then let's see how it goes then for the remainder of the Grand Prix. Then 20 laps to go. Then as we enter lap 16 here, then and here comes the McLaren then on a charge with the DRS. Then he's through then and up into P1 or back up into P1. I should say. Slot can come back to final then, says Richard then as well then. So I think we've got a final fan in the comment section as well. Then Housey is into pit lane and calling it a day then on the hard compound tyres here then. So let's see where Housey is going to go next then. What is it going to be then for the Racing Bulls? It's another set of hard compound tyres going on then. He will be filtering out. I think he'll be filtering out then behind Jay Hings in P15 then for Housey then back underway then for the Racing Bull then now on the fresh rubber as well then for the for that machinery then of course Reaper then we've seen as Dan and Real Ashton switching places then Real Ashton up into P18. Reaper we've seen hasn't chosen to repair that front wing in the pit stop then he's decided to carry on here. Groove Ninja has passed Vintage then for P16 as well then up into P16 goes Groove Ninja trying to recover in this race unfortunately as well then there seems to be a few that have had some issues then in the first third. Goodness me, there's too many words. Right, good stuff. R2 Beat then back on the way then, and can he try and challenge then as I Have No Grip sets the fastest lap of the race, but R2 Beat then with the DRS then does close in but not close enough then. Tom Huffley then is back underway as well then. I think he's got the issues sorted then. It seems to be a technical difficulty that he's got sorted out and fixed now as we go through then onto lap 17. But there we go. I Have No Grip's name is a bit misleading because he's leading, says Katie then. Yes, he is now. I think, no, who was that then? I think, who was that? I'm not sure. It might have been Liam getting past Sam then on his medium compound tyres then. Liam's doing a good job, but I don't want to curse him because every time I say Liam's doing a good job, I curse him. But there we go. As we crack on now then into lap 17 then Larsky then trying to challenge Reaper then Reaper's got a penalty then we'll have a look at the penalties in jiffy then. I think we saw that penalty pop up didn't we for the Mercedes driver then so yes if you get your race director in at the end of the Grand Prix then we can investigate that warning because I'm pretty sure it came on the pit entry didn't it and we don't like that from the pit entry, so we decided to take away its warnings as we go through then on to lap 18. Then here comes the Aston. No, that's an old, very old sponsor indeed for Red Bull. The Red Bull coming through then, but he can't get past then into turn one. Then again, it's a very difficult track to overtake at then, and Housey and Jay Hings are having a bit of a switcheroo here. Then Housey then has got himself up into P14. Mushroom and Mr. Elite also battling into Tarzan corner. And Wabstappen, oh, there seems to be some debris coming off there. Then Wabstappen and Shadow's going to go side by side. And Wabstappen is through up into P7. But Shadow's coming back at it. Then I thought he was going to try and open that door that was closing then as well then for the Racing Bull driver, but he stays in P8 then as well. Then Mr. Elite and Mushroom then having a battle as well. Then Mushroom trying to get his way through. He's got one lap younger tyres than Mr. Elite as we head on to lap 18, the halfway point. Then R2 Beat is dangerously, well, I think he has dropped out of the 1 second window then of the McLaren driver then as we head through into sector 3. And well, the I Have No Grip then, as of course it's misleading, says KD. I Have No Grip then is leading, and he has got a 1 second gap then over R2 Beat then. A bit even in the top of the order then. Tom Huffy seems to be fighting some gremlins then with the technical side of the car then. Unfortunately, it's not going the way then of course the championship challenger as well then as it stands then. But we'll wait and see then if he can get that all sorted and back underway then. But lap 19 is underway here. Here comes Mushroom. He is underway then. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. It's an Aston Martin. Here comes Mushroom. He's passing another Aston Martin for P5 then into Tarzan corner and up into P5 goes the Mushroom. Yellow flags, it's Dan who's had an issue, then Kaido up into P10, passing Sand then with the aid of the DRS then into turn 1. It's Dan who's had another issue then, unfortunately, then he's really struggling then on those hard compound tyres as well. Then, can he get himself back underway? He has, but I think he doesn't have any damage there as well then, just Dan. So that's good at least. but he is struggling then on these on this stint then as well. Then unfortunately for Dan then as well, Mr. Elite then has dropped out of the window then of that DRS then of Serious Mushroom, or hasn't? He might have snuck back in then actually, but Mushroom then is trying to charge on as well here then, looking good indeed. Then Shadows then is still on the back of Wabstappen, then Wabstappen snuck through for P7 then, but of course Shadows has got slightly younger tyres as well at this stage. Then Liam in P9 is he's going to be coming under pressure I think in a jiffy then from Kydell then, but Kydell is going to be having to think about the strategy here. Then he's done medium then in this first two stops then, or first two stints I should say. But what will the strategy be down at as Housie and Marvsky are battling then through into Sector 3. And Housie sneaks through, I think, does he? Yes, he does, just about. Marvsky then might have some DRS to play with then on the exit of this corner as well here then. So, oh no, Housie's got it. Not sure how Housie got it there, but nonetheless, Marvsky might come back at him anyway as we head down towards Tarzan corner then. Let's have a look and see. No, he's too far back, unfortunately, to make the move. Sand then is caught up to Kydell. Then Kydell then was catching Liam, but unfortunately he's had some sort of issue there. Kydell, he's done 10 laps already then. This will be his 11th lap on the medium compound tyres. They might be starting to screen then at this stage there for the Ferrari driver. Then he has to think about a pit stop then in the near future, I am sure. Out in front, gaps extending then between all top three. Then they are up to 2 seconds there as well. Then so it's calmed down then in the battle for the lead of the Grand Prix, or the fight for the win in the Grand Prix. Then they're all settling in for the podium. It looks like Mr. Elite has just about held on to the DRS then of Serious Mushroom as we go into lap 21 now. Shadows then is caught back up to Wabstappen. They're both catching Mr. Elite and Mushroom as well. Then on their hard compound tyres into the pits comes Taz. Then unfortunately for Taz, then it's not gone his way tonight then, but he's done a good stint there as well then on the hard compound tyres. Sand then is caught up to Kydell. Then Kydell's going to be under pressure here. Then is Kydell going to have to think about a pit stop? He is going to come into the pit lane then, and hopefully he can slow the car down in time. He has not slowed the car down in time. Oh dearie me. And Kydell then is not going to be very happy with that. It's a wing change again then for the Ferrari, unfortunately. So he had more damage on that second medium stint as well. Then back underway. Then he's going to drop down the field, unfortunately. But now on the hard compound tyres, can he go to the end of the Grand Prix from here? Then it's going to be a stretch indeed as well on those hard compound tyres, but he is back underway. Dan and Taz then, fair play indeed, then carrying on then in this race. And of course anything can happen then in Zandvoort, especially. Then anything can happen in F1 and anything can happen in Zandvoort. Goodness me, I thought Mr. Lee was going to do just help me commentate curse that by going for a spin there, but he managed to keep it intact just about. And yes, of course, especially in Zandvoort, then it's very easy to get a safety car come out then towards the end of the Grand Prix as well, especially when tyres start to get a bit shaky. And speaking of getting shaky, then we've got Wabstappen and Shadows, and they are almost caught up then to the battle then between Mushroom and Mr. Elite, then heading on to lap 22. And I think Tom Huffy's got some issues there, because he is losing time then to the top two here. Then, and unfortunately for Tom Huffy, then his charge of race pole positions then and race victories as well then is it seems to be coming to an end. I don't want to jinx it as well then, because hopefully whatever issues it is, then he can rectify them. Then with 14 laps or so to go then in this Grand Prix, that's still enough to get himself back into the lead of the Grand Prix, I am sure. But he could be under pressure soon from Daniel here, then, who's catching up now then in P4. And yes, there we go. Kydell has passed Real Ashton then for P17. There's a problem then, another problem then. It's another problem for Dan this time. He's got not yellow, he's caused the yellow flag. He's got wing damage there then, unfortunately then for Kydell then, well not Kydell, sorry, for Dan then, and he's ghosting now then as the McLaren has caught up to him here as well, going round that final corner. Dan coming into the pit then unfortunately then he's got a, oh god, it's gone from bad to worse, hasn't it, for Dan there. He's retired then out of the race then, our first retirement of the race then on lap 22, unfortunately then. Dan out of the Grand Prix. Mr. Elite then has now got Wabstappen for company then. Shadows then is he's dropped out of the 1 second window, but he's closing in as well then. So Wabstappen might be looking to mount some pressure then on that Aston Martin as we go into turn 1, but not close enough then. Mushroom is going to be under pressure soon as well then, as the kick saber then is looming in the wing mirrors of the Aston and the Ferrari. Goodness me. As well, there we are then. As unfortunately then Dan out of the Grand Prix. Then he's had a difficult Zandvoort Grand Prix, hasn't he? Then there's a fly in front of me. and that scared me. Daniel then is caught up now to Tom Huffy. Then Kaido sets the fastest lap of the race. Then Kaido once again then is showing the speed then that he does have in that car. Then unfortunately it just went wrong then in the first two laps, I think, wasn't it? From pole position. Mr. Elite and Mushroom then probably thinking about a pit stop then in the near future. Wabstappen also the same there, but he's on the hard compound tyres. Yellow flag, it's for Daniel then. Daniel's had an issue coming out of sector 3 then. I think he was trying to battle then. He might have caught up, or just about caught up with Tom Huffy then. So was there a coming together then between the two of them there then, heading through into the final sector of lap 23? Well, we don't know. He's got damage in as well, then has Daniel. Then he's going to have to come into the pits and service that car. No, he's going to stay out then. And Mushroom, Mr. Elite, and Wabstappen and Shadows now as well have caught up to this this queue then for the 4th place on the order. I was going to say the 4th place on the podium, but that doesn't really make sense, does it? There we go then. Reaper then is going to pass his teammate then for P10. Then Reaper, of course, has got that wing damage in as well. Then San has done 18 laps then, soon to be 19 on his hard compound tyres. And Marvin's back in the pit lane and calling it a day then on the hard compound tyres here as well then. So he's going to switch another set of hards to the end of the Grand Prix. I think we might be seeing a lot more following Marvski's tuition then as well then, as we go through then into the last third of the Grand Prix here as well then. Lap 24 soon to become lap 25 then. We've got a bit of a gaggle here forming behind the McLaren then. That is Daniel then with that wing damage as well, and he's going to have to pit, I'm sure, then, and get that wing sorted as well, unfortunately then for Daniel. I think he's got a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane that he's going to have to serve as well then, which will be a big shame indeed. That will cost him quite a few positions, I should say. But as we go through then into the final quarter, then Mushroom is lining up a move for that P4 position. Then Daniel then is going to be seeing that Ferrari get ever closer as we go through then. No, Mushroom's into the pit lane, so Mushroom's calling it a day then on his medium compound tyres, as is Mr. Elite. So they're calling it a day earlier than those who have not pitted just yet then, or should be thinking about a pit stop then, I'm sure. Then, to be fair, the top 6 as it stands, top 7 with Liam, should all be probably thinking about a pit stop in the near future as well. Then we've got San then under pressure from Housey. Then San is on 19 lap old hard compound tyres compared to Housey's 9, and I think there's going to be quite a mismatch there as well then, as we go through then into sector 1 then. Mushroom, sorry, out in P11 then with Mr. Elite P12. Then Jay Hings has caught up to P13. Groove Ninja as well, then we'll probably have to think about a pit stop soon as well. Then can Kaido get those hard compound tyres to the end of the Grand Prix? It's going to be a challenge indeed for the Ferrari driver as well. Then we'll wait and see. But he does have a 10-second penalty as well, then that is served for, will be served at the end of the race then if he doesn't make any more pit stops for the speeding into the pit lane as well here then. So that is going to be added on to his race time at the end of the Grand Prix as well. Then Taz then is carrying on. Then we've got Groove Ninja and Kaido switching places then into sector 2. Then Kaido up into P14. And we've got pit stops then. Tom Huffy then into the pit lane with lap 26 then underway. Then we've got we've got intermediates going on then. It's rain coming down. That's what's going on here then. Goodness me, I didn't even think about that then, but there is rain. Think yes, there is rain just about then. So here we go then. Tom Huffy will come out in P5 then. Is it wet enough though is the question. Wabstappen's also in then. Daniel's also in as well then. That's why they were staying out with the wing damage. And 10-second penalty for Jay Hings speeding into the pit lane, unfortunately. There's a lot of those going on here as we go through then. Reaper then is is Tom Huffy and fast on those intermediate compound tyres then? Is it the switchover period then for these drivers? We'll wait and see. It doesn't seem too wet out there. And of course, Tom Huffy's on fresher tyres, even though they are intermediate tyres, then they're going to be much better, I think, at these conditions. With collision with Liam, they can't turn in there. Goodness me. And wow. But Tom Huffy then has got himself through, albeit a bit unorthodox wise. And Reaper then is trying to get his way past as well then into... Oh, God, that's going to be close indeed. Liam's gone over the gravel now then. Around the outside goes the Mercedes, I think. And I think that's Housey trying to sneak through as well. Then, yes, he is going to sneak through. And, oh, God, Liam trying to slow the car down. I think it's intermediates now then. So maybe Tom Huffy, maybe Wabstappen, maybe Daniel, Jay Hines, Groove Ninja, Vintage and Real Ashton have made the call at the right time exactly here. It looks like it's the intermediate tyres then to be on. Then Reaper's got a 10-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane. Oh, dearie me then. It seems to be bubbling up then in the pit lane, doesn't it, here tonight? Then there's Reaper, then it's got a 10-second penalty, then Liam's also in the pit lane. Shadow's also in the pit lane, then on the exit, then that's Kydell. He's lost the car, then he's off the circuit, then it's a crash then as well. Then for Kydell, he's back underway. Oh no, he's beached himself on the curb, I think then. Oh goodness me, then Kydell's race then is going from bad to worse, isn't it there? And well, he's back underway at least, but again he's got more wing damage than for the Ferrari driver then, and I think he might have the fastest lap of the race, and at least that will be a point then if he can finish the Grand Prix here. But it's intermediates out there for sure now, and I have no grip then is into the pit lane then from the Grand Prix. Then real R2 beat then as well, then he's going to follow him in. Is he going to slow the car down in time? Yes he is. But my goodness me, then it is well, chaos here in Zandvoort. Then DRS has been disabled. Then it's time to get off those tyres then as well. Then as we go through, then as San has stayed out for 22 laps then on the hard compound tyres, then he is going to be absolutely frightened to hell then on those tyres right now. I think as Mr. Elite is going to sneak through then in the final corner. Then he does sneak through. R2 beat then out of the pit lane. Where is Tom Huffy then heading through into Tarzan corner? He's too far back. Then R2 beat filters out in P2. How's he slowing the car down? He's into the pits then. Can they all slow the car down and get it in there without speeding into the pit lane as well? Then yes they can. Goodness me, Shadow's up into P5, Wabstappen up into P4 then. My goodness me then, what a race indeed it's going to be here in Zandvoort then. Kydell is the only driver left on the dry tyres then, and Kydell is coming into the pit lane now to call it a day then on those tyres as well then. Goodness me. As we go through then onto the into the final laps here in Zandvoort then, and chaos has been caused by the rain then in these final laps. Then Kydell then is having to serve that 10-second penalty as well here, unfortunately, and the rain pouring down then. Who's going to be the quickest in the wet weather conditions? Then we've got the Mushroom who's on a charge then, and now we've got Mr. Elite trying to sneak through, passing Housey then for P9 as well then. Goodness me then, so they all came into the pits roughly around the same area together, didn't they then as well then? But now they are going to be in a battle then in these wet conditions. And I'm very sorry to Styles once again then, but this is where Styles then have really have bad memories. I had very bad dreams as Daniel then has got himself into a bit of a half spin then, and that's cost him a place then to San. Then San has done a fantastic stint on those hard compound tyres to get himself into points paying positions here then, or points paying permutations I should say, as we go through then into lap 29. Goodness me, then 19 still going then here in Zandvoort, then treacherous conditions, then interchangeable conditions then throughout this race as well. Then R2 Beat then is chasing after the McLaren. He is bringing the gap down slightly as well then. Tom Huffy then P3, then will he have to settle for that third place on the podium here tonight? Then we'll wait and see. Wabstappen then a brilliant drive. Then we'll have a look at the position changes, because Wabstappen has gained 14 places then, and my goodness me, calling the strategy to perfection then, and he's got the pace as well, just like a Verstappen as well then. Good stuff indeed. Shadow's up 7 places as well then. He's up into P5 now. Then we've got Reaper then, who's got that penalty then, but again, well, has he got the penalty then? What penalties has he got? He's got a 10-second for speeding in the pit lane, unfortunately, but he's got a 3-second that probably can be removed. Daniel and Groove Ninja are battling through here then. Goodness me. And oh wow, then they're still going to go for it through here. Wow, that's close indeed. As they're still side by side, then heading into sector 2, then still side by side. Fantastic racing indeed then. And I think Groove Ninja has got it then. Yes, he has. Then he's snuck back ahead then. Fantastic stuff indeed. Well battled indeed from both drivers then. On the edge then, on the limit then. And Groove Ninja takes the spot then away from the McLaren of Daniel then for the time being, that is. There we go. Right, there you go, Sean. There's a short. And I'm doing my work here. I'm doing my best efforts. 4 seconds the gap. Then it is coming down. Then R2 Beat is on a mission. Can he get that gap to the lead down to 2 seconds? Yellow flag. What's happened? Someone's had a problem. It's not Vintage. It might be somebody else then. Kydell, oh dearie me. I hope it's not Kydell, just for the sake of Kydell's race as well then. Jay Hings is going to hold on to P14 then as it stands with the gap then to Vintage. Groove Ninja will lose out to Daniel then as well then, unfortunately with that 10-second penalty. Then Reaper then will lose out quite a few positions with that 10-second penalty as well. But once again, he hasn't changed that front wing. And fair play indeed then to Reaper then. He is on admission then without an end plate then on that car then. Groove Ninja has passed San. So San's starting to struggle potentially then as well. Then we'll wait and see. But yes, as I said, Reaper then potentially can get that 3-second penalty removed. Unfortunately, the 10-second penalties for speeding into the pit lane will not be able to be removed. Then R2 Beats had a bit of an issue somewhere because he's lost over a second then to I Have No Grip then, unfortunately then for R2 Beats. So potentially it's going to be P2 to have to settle for the championship leader, but he will be extending his championship lead as it stands as well then. On to lap 31 we go then. 5 laps to go then at the end of this one. Then it is, well, it could be full wets by the end of this race. Who knows? But so far it has been absolutely epic and chaotic at the same time. It's been one that I can't keep up with. Then as we round that final corner, then here comes Mr. Elite. Then can he challenge the Mushroom for that P8 position? Then as we come through now into turn 1, then he's too far back to make the move. Oh, he's closed up though in the braking zone there. Housey as well being brought along with them as well then, as is Groove Ninja, as is San, as is Daniel as well then. And fair play indeed. Jay Hing Soldier on, he's still on for the points then as well then. Vintage as well then into the points paying positions, but could be being chased down by Marsky here then in towards turn 1. Let's see if he can go for the move then. No, not quite then. He has to sit behind. Oh, goodness me, then Vintage has gone very deep then into Tarzan corner, and Marsky's going to try and swoop through the inside. He has swooped through the inside and up into P15 into the points paying positions, and Groove Ninja and Housey are having a battle as well then. Groove Ninja then with that 10-second penalty is just trying to make up as much ground as he can then to extend his gap then to drivers behind then by over 10 seconds if he can, obviously, to at least keep some points paying positions here as well. Then I think he will drop down to P13 as it currently stands. But we'll have to wait and see then how it all plays out as well here in Zandvoort then. 4.9 seconds the gap then. I Have No Grip then has got some grip in this wet weather conditions to hold on to the lead of the Grand Prix as it stands in lap 32 with only 4 laps to go then at the end of this one as well then. R2 Beat then is holding on to P2 then, is looking comfortable there as well then. Tom Huffy, he has not liked this race tonight then, unfortunately, as Tom Huffy then, but he is still holding on to a podium here then for a good result for the Alpine machine as well here. Then we'll find out then how it all goes then in the next stages of this race as well, or in the next few laps of this race. Then we finish the Grand Prix hopefully. There we are then. Mr. Elite then is putting the pressure on Mushroom then as we go through then into sector 1 then. All that back end trying to step out then as we go through the bank turn for Mr. Elite then. He's gone dipping his wheels into the grass as well then as we head up towards Skyflock. But no, not quite then, as he stays behind that Ferrari diffuser. Then we've got Groove Ninja then, who is on a mission then in these wet conditions then. Look at him go. And again, that penalty is going to be very costly indeed, because Groove Ninja has been showing some electric pace then in these wet weather conditions. And goodness me, then through into the mini middle straight of the circuit then as well, I should say then. But Groove Ninja is almost pushing them through the corners here, then heading on to sector 3 then, lap 33 as we fly through here then. And Mr. Elite then is almost pushing Mushroom through the corner as well. Then goodness me as well, they're all over the back of each other, heading on to lap 33 then as well then. And wow, it's close out here then. Is anything, any slight twitch that goes wrong then it could be costly indeed. Then out of the final corner then Groove Ninja is flying along the main straight. Can he get 1? Can he get 2? And Mr. Elite's going to go for the inside line, then round into Tarzan corner. They touch, then the Ferrari, the Aston Martin come together. Then here comes Groove Ninja, then trying to slide his way down the inside, but no, not quite. Mr. Elite takes the place then. Groove Ninja, I thought he was going to try and go for it there. Oh, goodness me. I can't keep up with it. I can't keep up. We've got a yellow flag. It's another problem there for somebody. No, Mushroom's lost out to Groove Ninja there. Goodness me. And well, he's going to inherit that place back anyway. Then there's Housey and Sand. Goodness me as well. Then through there, that was going to get dicey to say the least. Then I've been through there side by side, and it's not gone well. But sorry, Styles. I'll keep saying it. 3.2 seconds, and the gap is coming down then for R2 Beat. Then he is looking to potentially give I Have No Grip a bit of a scare towards this final couple of laps there. Oh my, I've had a bit of a scare. So there we are. Right then, just 2 more calm laps to go then, please, as we head into sector 3 then. Groove Ninja then trying to get a gap, then trying to get himself as far up into the order as he can then, but unfortunately at this rate still looking like he will drop down to about P13 with a 10-second penalty then. Reaper then is being closed in now by Mr. Elite as well then, as we go through into the final knockings then of the Dutch Grand Prix. Then I Have No Grip leads the way, then R2B is not far behind. But unfortunately, I think the gap is a bit too big then to close in. Then in the final 2 laps, then Tom Huffy then is just cruising, then holding on to that final podium place. Then Wabstappen then in a nice calm final finish to this race. I'm not sure it's too calm in that cockpit then as well, because this rain is going to be causing very much twitching and difficulties, to say the least. Then as we go through then, but P4 then looking strong. Shadows as well looking strong. Then in P5, then Liam then is looking formidable in P6, and fantastic to see. Then Liam has done a fantastic strategy, a fantastic race here tonight, and I don't want to curse it. So there, right then, as we go through then into the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix, then Groove Ninja then is now chasing after Mr. Elite as we head through into the final couple of laps, or the final knockings then of the Dutch Grand Prix. Then the I Have No Grip then is leading the way by 3 seconds. Then R2B then in P2. Tom Huffy then, oh dear, that back end trying to step out on the exit of Tarzan corner then is maybe he's just trying to keep that under wraps then as well into the final couple of laps here as well then, because he just needs to make sure he gets to the podium finish here. Then we've got an 18-second gap then back to Wabstappen, then both of them pit early then on those intermediate compound tyres, and it looked like the right call then, but unfortunately it's starting to falter then as we go through then into the final laps here. Then here comes Groove Ninja then on the back of Mr. Elite into turn 1. He's closing in, but he's not close enough then. Here comes Housie, then Taz has left the session. Unfortunately for Taz, then Jay Hings has been passed by Kydell here, and then Housie then can't get past the Ferrari then. So, Mushroom holds a staunch defence as we head through then into the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix now. And goodness me. Well done indeed then to all the drivers then who have got themselves through this race. Then I have to say that it is a fantastic showing indeed then from everybody who's going to get themselves over the checkered flag, over the checkered line I should say then. Oh, speaking of the checkered line, then we've got all sorts of things going on then. Liam, then what's happened then? Groove Ninja, Mr. Elite, Liam's had a spin, I think, then he's cost himself 2 places then. I've cursed it, I'm so sorry. Anarchy Reaper's gone off as well then. I think there might have been an issue between the two of them there. The Reaper's not got any front wing at all then for the Mercedes driver. It's gone from bad to worse here then. Mushroom has snuck through then, as has Housie then. San, his teammate, will sneak through as well then. There is Daniel in the background then. Reaper then can try and hold on then to P13, but it's going to be difficult then for the final lap of the Grand Prix here then. Out in front then. And out in front, the gap now down to 2 seconds then. So R2B is on a charge on this final lap of the Grand Prix. But I think it might be a little too late then for R2B to try and claim the victory here then. Groove Ninja then is still right behind Mr. Elite then. All of that Anarchy then as well then. Not literally for Anarchy Reaper then, but whatever happened then. He's coming into the pit lane then. He needs to stay out then. Oh, dearie me. He needed to stay out then and just get to the end of the Grand Prix, unfortunately then for Reaper then, because he's not going to cost himself a spot then as well then to Marsky and potentially Kydell as well. But he could have tried to soldier on for one more lap then to the end of the race then. I Have No Grip rounds the final corner then. He is going to claim victory here then in Zandvoort then, and he is only going to claim victory by 1.8 seconds or so. It's going to be quite close indeed as he crosses the line now then and takes the win, I should say, then here in Zandvoort as well then. Fantastic stuff indeed. Then R2B claims P2. And after a difficult race then as well then, the illness that he's been blighted with, I should say, then he has got himself a good podium then as well. Then Jay Hings then is going to finish P17, unfortunately then Vintage P16. Taz then in P19, Real Ashton P18 then. Tom Huffy then rounds off the podium places here then for the Alpine machine then. I think a bit of a difficult race for Tom Huffy as well then, but he got himself to the line then, to the podium as well then. Here comes Wabstappen to finish P4 then here in Zandvoort. A fantastic race indeed then for the Kick Sauber driver then as well. Then Shadows is going to cross the line in P5 and take a fantastic result here indeed. Groove Ninja's got a 10-second penalty then as well. Then Mr. Elite's going to inherit P6. Then Groove Ninja, where will he go? Then he's going to drop down the field then, and he drops down to P12. My goodness me. Then Liam has had another issue somewhere as well then, and dropped down to P11. I did curse him. I'm very sorry, Liam. And, well, I did curse him because he was running up in P6 at one point there, wasn't he, as well then. Mr. Elite finishes P6 then, Mushroom in P7, Housie P8 then, San in P9, Daniel P10, Liam in P11, Groove Ninja finishes P12, then Marsky gets himself into P13, and Kaidel will finish P14 with Anarchy Reaper then rounding off the points paying positions, and so long as he can get himself to the checkered flag. Oh God. Oh, goodness me. And there we go then. That is the race done and dusted. Then as soon as the Mercedes crosses the line, then to round off the points paying positions here. My God, it was all over the place, that race. And I think the rain was the main cause of that then as well, wasn't it then? But my God, what a race indeed. And there we will. We'll run through the podium celebrations and of course the classification as well then. As fantastic stuff indeed then. I'm going to need a sit down after that then for sure. But well done indeed then to everybody, all 19 drivers then who got themselves to the checkered flag then. Unfortunately one retirement then in this race then for Dan then, but well done indeed to everybody else then. Credit to everybody who got themselves to the checkered flag then. And there we go then, the podium celebrations underway here in Zandvoort then. It's a very rainy Zandvoort, but there we go, nonetheless, it's all right. There we go, good stuff indeed. And hopefully soon we'll be able to run through the classifications then of the Dutch Grand Prix. Then there we go. As there we are then in this race. So we'll do a quick summary then because we've got to get the interviews underway then as well then in just a jiffy there. But fair play indeed then to everybody who got themselves to the line. Then of course everyone down to P15 scores the points here as well then. Right then, we'll start off with our debutant then and race winner then. We've got I Have No Grip then. You've got yourself a fantastic victory then on your debut then, and you're going to be moved to silver straight away then. Good stuff indeed. But how was that race from your point of view?
I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was really good fun. R2 beat was closing me quick on the wet stuff.
And well, you had the pace then we were battling both of them to be fair, both Tom Huffy then and R2B in the dry conditions. And in the wet conditions, you made the strategy calls at the right time it seemed then, and that gave you the gap there. Did you think that R2B would be having enough pace to close you in at the end of that race?
I was hoping not, but he was closing really quick. I think he did make a little mistake because he was closing really fast and then dropped away a second. So I think maybe if he didn't make a little error, he probably would have caught me towards the end.
And of course, a fantastic debut then as well. Then you must be pretty keen, to crack on with the next race as well. Then I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it and happy to reserve maybe in silver or wherever. I'll give it a go.
I think a few of the bronze drivers will be looking to get you into silver straight away then after that one. But well done indeed then, a fantastic performance as well. And congratulations as well for a fantastic race victory as well here in Zandvoort.
Thank you very much.
Jumping on then to P2 then, R2 then, I think you joined us then. You must be coughing and spluttering after that one. But how was that race from your point of view then with the illness that you're suffering with? A fantastic podium, or was there more to come from you in that race as well potentially?
Yeah, I'm really happy with the result. Like, I'm completely exhausted and sweating like a pig. So, but I made it till the end. I didn't expect it, but I was going for the front position, so I didn't want to stop. And yeah, what I Have No Grip says, I made two errors in the rain. Otherwise, I would maybe have caught him, but I'm not sure. It was a really nice race, but I'm completely done for now, so I'm off to bed.
Fair enough, indeed. Then, and of course, a race then, of course, that improved or increased your championship lead as well. Then, did you think that would be the case then heading into this Grand Prix then at the start, or were you just focusing on your own race then going into this one?
Seems the last races I also lost points to Tom Huffy, so I didn't expect to gain some points. Not with the feeling I had today, but yeah, in the end, I think I made the most out of it. And Tom Huffy made a little mistake, I think, halfway through the race. Otherwise, he would have been in front of me. So yeah, again, you need to pick up the points wherever you can. That's why I wanted to drive so badly tonight.
And well, a good result indeed then as well. Off to bed you go then. Well played. And fair racing as well then. Well done indeed then. R2 beat then P2 tonight. Last but not least then, Tom Huffy then, did you, we saw you having some great pace then in the early stints there as well. And keeping up then with the likes of the McLaren then of No Grip then, and of course R2 beat in the Red Bull as well. What happened then throughout that race? It seemed to be, you seemed to have some issues then, it looked like for the second half of that Grand Prix.
Well, yeah, it all really started off in qualifying. Obviously I made two very sloppy mistakes, which is very unlike me, and it hindered me because I had to do a lap in the rain, and it cost me pole position. I had a decent start, had the lead, but then again, the sloppy mistakes that happened in qualifying happened again in the race, and it cost me a good result.
But you're still on the podium charge as well then. Were you happy with that podium then, despite the issues that you were facing? Did you think that that was the best case scenario then at the end of this Grand Prix?
Yeah, in the second stint, my hards wore out a lot, and I was if I'd have stayed out another lap on the hards, I would have had a puncture. So it was just all about securing a podium. But yeah, not my best weekend, but it's still a podium. It's still a healthy haul of points, and bounce back and try and go better in Monza next week.
Great stuff indeed then, and congratulations as well then, rounding off the podium here then in Zandvoort then. That's it here tonight then for bronze then. We'll be back in action in a week's time in Monza as well then. Of course, we've got the 100% league then taking on Monza on Sunday night then for the realistic challenge as well then. Then we've got gold on Monday. Tuesday we've got silver, and then of course back here in bronze then for an Italian week then of ALR action then. So stay tuned to ALR. There's plenty more action coming up then, and we'll see you soon.